I'm now going to show you how to work on cracks, and to make one to practice with. I'm going to take our carbide probe and just make a little bitty 1/8 inch scar here at the end of the glass. Now I'm going to push up with my thumbs and down with my fingers and kind of bow the glass. This makes it snap pretty easily and causes a break. Brought us a crack out here to the end. Okay, to work on this one, we're going to first have to use our drill and drill the end of the crack. Normally when I run into a long crack like this, I like to use a fresh bit. It takes a little less pressure pushing on. They're sometimes sensitive and want to run on for you. We'll take the drill, come in here, again get it running above the glass. If you let it run and go down, you can hold it just past the end of that crack, make a little niche, and then pull it up. If you happen to put the drill down here then start it, you'll scar and you can sign your initials into the glass. So have it running above, take it down, touch the glass, and bring it back up and turn it off. Don't start it with it on the glass. Okay, once again come in here, get in the little niche that you placed. Some guys like to run the mirror behind them because they like to watch in the mirror and see how they're drilling, how deep they are into the glass. As you do more and more of this work, your depth perception will improve and you'll be able to see things a little easier. Again, get very comfortable. Try to concentrate on what you're doing and you won't be snapping the bits off. Again, burp the bit in, take your time, make the bits last and last, and you won't cause a burn on the drill hole. When I get close to the plastic layer, I like to take and push the bit on down into the plastic. Again, I'll try to make one squall. You don't want it to run after you've let go of the button. You want it to stop immediately as you drop the button, let the button off. Okay, we'll take our hypodermic needle, clean the end of the hole out. When I got the bit almost down to the plastic, I stopped and shoved the bit on down. This is a neat technique to do. It'll make a little bullseye down here at the end of the break in which the resin to get in. The reason we drilled the end of the hole here, or down at the end of the crack, it's very, very narrow at the end. Now we'll put our resin pump on it, force the resin to come back up. It's difficult to get resin out at the end of this long crack. We're talking about drilling here. This is a bullseye, and you can see that there's no cracks down in this area. So there's no sense to drill it. A true bullseye should not be drilled. Flex it a couple, 3 times in your inspection and you'll be ready to start on it. Now, should there have been cracks coming out from it, which are a little difficult to draw on a flat drawing here, we normally drill right down at the top of the bullseye, take it down, and I like to stop just above the plastic area. I then push the drill bit on down and make a little bitty bullseye here. Now this is something most guys don't. They just go ahead and take the drill, take it on down till it hits the plastic, and that's fine. This is a nice little technique though that you can work on and try to achieve. Some guys drill them down to they're almost to the plastic area, and then they take a 6-inch probe and they grind it down till it's smaller than the drill shaft. So I've tried to draw here for you. They place this down in the hole and then pop the top of it with another 6-inch probe, and that will knock the little bullseye in the bottom. Again, they've taken a probe, ground it down till it fits down into this point, hit the top of it, and it'll make the little break. Over here we have a couple of our standard bits. This is the round, the ball type, and this is the shaft or fluted type. And these shafts and flutes here on this one, which are difficult to see in the camera, happen to be about the same thickness as the glass. So when I'm drilling with one of these, just about the time the top of the flutes here disappear the edge of the glass, that tells me I'm almost to the plastic. Now, should you happen to burn a hole because you've spun it too fast and blacken the drill hole, you can come back then with the round one and ream it out and clean it out, because the round bit is slightly larger than the shaft bit. Now, try not to drill too much. A lot of guys will get in the habit of just drilling everything and everywhere. Every time you make a drill hole, it's going to show. So try to refrain from drilling only when you have to. Combination, star breaks, there's a lot of crunch there in a combination, you won't really see the drill hole anyway. Let's get back to work on this 6-inch crack. I'll get the holding device attached onto the windshield. Plunger's loaded with resin. Run it down to 3/8 of an inch. Attach our vacuum pump. Pull the air out of the drill hole in the end of the crack there that we can get out. Put the resin down on top of the glass, and as you do this, if you twist the rod, it helps it slide down a little easier and gives you a little better control. Shut off the vacuum source. Pump it up again, see if there's any air movement. Again, all we're doing is filling a little drill hole with resin. Set it and get it out of the way so it won't be in front of the camera. Again, if you're outside working, you need to fill the plunger and you need to be working under the UV screen. Okay, we're going to go down to the 3/16 of an inch position and get on pressure. Take the rod down, get a little pressure on the brake. Lock it off with the cam lock. Now we need to set and wait a few moments and let the resin start to flow up that crack. Normally we can fill 6-inch, 12-inch cracks without any problem, depending on how clean they are. If the crack's been in the windshield for a while and there's a lot of dirt that you see through here, and the dirt will be a dark spots all through it, don't try to fix it. If this crack is 18 inches long and it's nice and fresh and clean, you can fix it without any problems. You can fix a crack from one end of a windshield to the other, but it'll take so much resin and time, it's not economically worth it. Again, the key on fixing a crack is to get the resin in the end and to have it clean where the resin can come in and get a good bond to the glass. The bond strength in here will be stronger than the glass on each side if the glass is clean. And the same way if your brakes. If there's a lot of dirt in them, pass them up. If they're clean, fix them.